Chapter 7. Decision Making in Python. Learning Outcomes. Operators. Statements. Control structures. Decision-making statements. Turtle programming in Python. Decision-making is as important in any programming language as it is in life. There are situations in life when we need to decide based on a situation. For example, if it rains, I will stay at home or else I shall go to office. Similar situations arise in programming as well, where we need to make some decisions and based on these decisions, execute a set of commands. We need to determine which action is to be taken and which statement is to be executed, if the outcome is true or false. Computer software is a set of computer programs which contains instructions that tell the computer how to work. Before writing a program, one must first plan the program. In this chapter, we will learn about decision-making statements of Python. Dive into the world of decision-making processes using conditional statements, where your Python code intelligently responds to different scenarios. Explore the power of if statements, elif statements, and else statements as you master the art of crafting code that dynamically adapts to varying conditions, enhancing the flexibility and intelligence of your programs. Operators. Operators are the special symbols that carry out arithmetic and logical computations. The values operated by the operator are called operands. There are many types of operators in Python, like arithmetic, relational, logical, assignment, etc. Arithmetic operators. Arithmetic operators are used to perform mathematical operations. Operator, meaning, example, addition and concatenation in strings. 100 plus 49, 149. Double quotes good plus double quotes evening, good evening. Subtraction. 200 minus 60 is equal to 140. Multiplication and replication in strings. 7 multiplied 8, 56. Python multiplied 3, Python, Python, Python. Division. 27 divided by 3, 9.0. Floor division or integer division. 20 floor division 4, 5. Modulus or remainder. 67%, 9, 4. Exponentiation. 2 raised to the power 4, 16. Relational operators. Relational operators are used to compare the values. So, they are also known as comparison operators. They either return true or false according to the condition. Operator, meaning, example, greater than, 8 greater than 3, true. Less than, 5 less than 9, true. Greater than or equal to, 7 greater than equal to 9, false. Less than or equal to, 1 less than or equal to 5, true. Equal to, 7 equal to 9, false. Not equal to, 7 not equal to 5, true. Logical operators. Logical operators perform logical and, logical or, and logical not operations. Operator, meaning, example, and. If both the operands are true, then condition becomes true. X is equal to true, Y is equal to true, X and Y, true. X is equal to true, Y is equal to false, X and Y, false. Or, if any of the operands is true, then conditions becomes true. X is equal to true, Y is equal to false, X or Y, true. X is equal to false, Y is equal to false, X or Y, false. Not. If operand is false, then conditions becomes true. A is equal to false, not A, true. A is equal to true, not A, false. Assignment operators. Assignment operators are used to assign value to the variables. Operator, meaning, example. Assign the value from right side to variable. X is equal to 15. Assign the value 15 to X. Print X, print the value of X, 15. Add and assign the value to the variable. A is equal to 20. A plus is equal to 4. A is equal to A plus 4. Print A, 24. Subtract and assign the value to the variable. A is equal to 20. A minus is equal to 4. A is equal to A minus 4. Print A, 16. Multiply and assign the value to the variable. A is equal to 20. A multiplied is equal to 4. A is equal to A multiplied 4. Print A, 80. Divide and assign the value to the variable. A is equal to 20. A divide is equal to 4. A is equal to A divided by 4. Print A, 5.0. Factbot. Operator precedence determines the order in which expressions are evaluated. So, we can predict the outcome of an expression which can determine the overall value of the expression. Operator, name, priority. Parentheses. First, multiplication, division, modulus. Second, addition, subtraction. Third, assignment. Fourth, statements. Statement is the executable part of any program. It is an instruction that the Python interpreter executes to produce output. There are three main types of statements. Simple statement. A simple statement lies entirely within a logical line. We do not need to place more than one statement on a single logical line with a semicolon as the separator. Python recommends one statement per line to make programs more readable. Example, name is equal to double quotes Rashul, Rashul. Expression statement. Expression statement is a type of instruction that combines variables, values, and operators and evaluates down to a single value. Example, 2 plus 5, 7. Compound statement. A compound statement contains one or more statements and controls their execution. It has one or more clauses aligned at the same indentation. Each clause has a header starting with a keyword and ending with a colon, followed by a body which is a sequence of one or more statements. Some of compound statements are if, for, while, etc. Control structures. The set of instructions which are executed in a sequential manner is called as program. In some situations, we have to change the order of execution of the program based on conditions or repetition of statements until conditions are met. Control structures are used to or change the flow of execution. Three basic control structures are sequential. A sequential control structure shows one or more actions following each other in order. All actions must be executed without any skip. Examples of actions are calculating totals and printing them. Conditional. A conditional control structure lets the program decide flow of program execution. It tells the program which action to take based on a certain condition. If else, if elif, else, ladder, and nested if statements come under this structure. Loop. The loop control structure enables a program to perform one or more actions repeatedly as long as certain condition is met. Factbot. Python programs get structured through indentation. That is, code blocks are defined by their indentation. All the statements in conditional and looping statements are structured using indentation, one tab space. This principle makes it easier to read and understand other people's Python code. Decision-making statements. Decision making in Python is done by conditional statements, which decide the flow of program execution. We have a number of situations where we may have to change the order of execution of statements based on certain conditions. This involves a kind of decision making to see whether a particular condition has occurred or not, and then direct the computer to execute certain statements accordingly. When a program breaks the sequential flow and jumps to another part of the code, it is called branching. Decision is based on situation, which is logically called condition. In Python programming, there are 4 conditional statements available as given below. If statement, if-else statement, if-elif, else ladder, nested if statement. If statement. The if statement is the most fundamental conditional statement. It contains the body of statements which executes only when the condition evaluates to true. If the condition evaluates to false, then the control of execution is passed to the next statement after if block. Syntax. If, condition, body of if. Program 1. To check whether a given number is positive. Program code. Output in interactive mode. If statement is made up of the if keyword followed by a condition and a colon. As in if number greater than 0, the lines following the colon must be in a block, and if the given condition is true, then the statement in the if block will run. If-else statement. The if-else statement checks for a condition. It is an extension of the simple if statement. The if statement will check the condition. If it is true, the if block statement is executed. If the condition is false, then it executes else block statement. Syntax. Condition, body of if. Else, body of else. Program 2. To compare and print the largest between two numbers. Program code. Output in interactive mode. If this example, the given example of number 1 is greater than number 2, so the statement in if block will be executed. If, elif, else statement. If, elif, else statement is another type of if statement where multi-path decisions are involved. A multi-path decision is a chain of ifs in which the statement associated with each else is an if or elif. If the condition -1 of if statement is false, it checks the condition -2 of the next elif block and so on. If all the conditions are false, body of else is executed. Only one block among the several if, elif, else blocks is executed according to the condition. The if block can have only one else block, but it can have multiple elif blocks. Syntax. If, condition 1, body of if. Elif, condition 2, body of else. Else, body of else. Condition 1, false. Condition 2, false, body of else. Condition 2, true, body of elif. Condition 1, true, body of if. Program 3. To input the marks from users and print the grade. Program code. Output in interactive mode. In this example, if the marks are greater than or equal to 90, then the statement following if will get executed and print grade A1. If the marks are greater than or equal to 80 but lesser than 90, then first elif will be executed and print grade A2. If the marks are greater than or equal to 70 but lesser than 80, then second elif will be executed and print grade B1. If the marks are greater than or equal to 60 but lesser than 70, then third elif will be executed and print grade B2. If the marks are greater than or equal to 50 but lesser than 60, then fourth elif will be executed and print grade C. If the marks are less than 50, else will be executed and print grade D. Nested if statement. Nesting is the process of placing the if or if-else or elif statement in another statement. It enables us to make complex decisions based on different inputs. It is used to check multiple conditions. Nested if statement means the if indented block inside another if-else indented block. The second nested if indented block will run only when the first if condition evaluates to be true. Syntax: if condition 1, if condition 2, statement 1, else statement 2, else statement 3. Program 4. To print greatest number among the three numbers. Program code. Output in interactive mode. In this example, user input three numbers 80, 90 and 20. Here, the first condition will check whether 80 is greater than 90. This condition goes to false. So, outer if block will not get executed and it jumps to outer else block and tests the condition 90 greater than 20 in the inner if. Now, the condition goes to true, so the inner if block will get executed and show the output number 2 is greatest 90.